Doors closing.
Hi, this is Ryan Hoppy's mom, and you're listening to Happy Hour.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start. Okay, well, hit it. All right.
Happy Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Hoppy. This is Happy Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at? Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source of trending topic. Be the hottest, search about his competition. Microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-B-B-E. 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 You already know Happy Hour in the system.
Oh yeah. Do you know what today is? It's Thursday.
Today is Thursday.
TGIT.
Good morning, everyone.
I figured this might be a more gentle way to start off the day.
Hey, who's ready to have some fun?
Shut it.
It's too early.
It's time for my coffee break.
Welcome to the show, people.
Get ready to taste some sweet ear candy.
They just want a good show. That's all they want.
Welcome to the show.
It's showtime.
Oh yeah. It's weird. Right now I'm recording at noon, but I freaking feel like it's 6 a.m. I know. You're like, oh, shut up, Ryan. You slept in till 11:30 or 10 a.m.-ish. I feel like utter crap today, by the way. I sometimes really get the munchies late at night, and last night I made frozen pizza for dinner, which was delish. But the problem was I had a bag of chips afterwards at like 9:30 p.m. rather. And then around midnight, I was like, oh my God, I need another bag, which I shouldn't have done. Then I woke up, surprise, with a stomach ache. So I don't feel the best right now. You know what I mean? I don't feel great. But I'm here. And I'm going to attempt to make you guys laugh. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. All right, let's see what the hell happened last night in late night talk shows with Seth Meyers and Jimmy Fallon. Because Jimmy Fallon's been pretty funny recently.
Pizza launched a limited edition Pizza Caviar Bump Box. So if you like Pizza Hut and you like caviar, I'm guessing you're recently rich?
Trader Joe's new mini pastel-colored tote bags are being resold online for over $1,000. If you're paying $1,000 for a Trader Joe's tote bag, you must be higher than the cashiers that work at Trader Joe's.
Wow, Jimmy Fallon, man. He must have got a new freaking writer or somebody on his team. My God, have they been killing it with the one-liners? The interviews or the games, not so much, but the one-liners are not bad.
A group of 309 people at a Missouri museum recently broke the Guinness World Record for most people wearing banana hats and definitely broke the record for most people going to a museum in Missouri.
856-49-HOPPY. By the way, yesterday, Justin Bieber freaked out at the paparazzi.
Good morning.
No, not good morning. You already know. You already here. You already know. You want money. Money. Get out of here. All you guys want is money. Money. Get out of here, bro. Okay. Get out of here. Money. That's all you care about? Money? That's all you care about, guys. It's money. You don't care about people. Only money. No people. You don't care about human beings. Go.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say, unfortunately, our boy Bieber's not doing the best. And then this is weird. There were some pallbearers that plunged into a burial hole while carrying the casket. Here is the audio of it happening and one of the family members talking about the incident.
It was just...
That just sounds chaotic, you know what I mean? This sounds like not a good situation. Like, if you would have said, Ryan, what does this audio clip sound like? I would not know, but it sounds bad.
It was just a horrible incident that happened in a bad moment. The casket laid on top of him and he was out like a light. His face was in the mud. The whole thing was trembling. It was like wobbly. It was unstable. It was all wet and soaked. I think that they should apologize. I think that there should be some reimbursement involved, being that the ceremony was interrupted. Nothing was done properly.
Here's something here from the Wise Brother Media prep service I use. 6 things you should not tell ChatGPT. Corporate info. Embarrassing secrets, which hackers could use to blackmail you. Illegal activity, even if you're joking, because OpenAI tracks chats. Financial information, stuff that could be used to steal your identity and your passwords for your websites. Yeah, I've really been digging it deep because I like going deep on ChatGPT, and it's really funny. Like, a lot of the conversations, I hate saying that it's better to talk to that than actual human beings, but yeah, it's a little better. They're not as judgmental pricks. Although that one time I asked it to roast me, no good. And it says here, bad background music at work can taint the employees' moods. Yeah, that or, dealing with sociopaths that think they're better than you because they got a morning show.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to take you back to 2005 with Lil Rock Players and Mrs. Jones remix.
Now she'll go her way, and I'll go mine. Tomorrow we'll start the same place, the same song. Mrs. Jones.
You say you got a man, but what that got to do with me? As long as you straight up with me, I don't give a damn who you see. But when I'm back in town, just spend some time with me whenever your man is not around. Let me be the one that'll hold you down whenever your man is not around. Let me be the one that'll hold you down. I'll be the one that'll turn your frowns around. Cause you can be yourself with me, no need for frontin'. It's sucking in your stomach, no need for sucking your stomach, knowing damn well you can't breathe. Loosen up just a little bit, I'm the one you need to chill with. When you need to, some of that real, wait till you see mine. Later we'll talk about it. After the first time, you might not wanna be without it. It's a reason you cheating on it. Compare him to me, I doubt it. I'm Don Blazes, we can go somewhere private and see about it. Even though that you know it's wrong, you know that you feel it's wrong. On the low, we can get this on if you be my Mrs. Jones. Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get this song. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know. We got a thing going on, let's keep this on the low. Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get this song. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know. We got a thing going on, let's keep this on the low. I can tell you what you missing. You miss them hugs and kisses. You miss excitement at night, and you miss excitement at night. And girl, you don't feel the same. And he's steady tripping, ain't he? Tripping, ain't he? Tripping, ain't he? And I'm gon' simply change it. See, I can taste your cherry pie before I slide inside. See, I Miss Jones, them cause they lonely and they decent times. I read between them lines. I see that you be crying, cause he ain't even trying. So I'm the one to ease your mind. Girl, girl, you ain't fooling me. Your man ain't who he used to be. And plus, girl, he ain't cool as me. Filthy rich as you can treat. You just like the Queen of England. So when you're ready for some freaking, you ain't gotta leave him. You can be my Mrs. Jones.
Mrs. Jones.
Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get the song. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know. We got a thing going on, let's keep this shit low. Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get the song. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know. We got a thing going on, let's keep it low.
Let's get busy, baby, take it off. Make it wiggle when you walk. Neighbors gonna call the law, cause I'm about to break you off. Got kids, lock them out. Send them out with your spouse. Make it rock when it's out. Wanna see you cry a while. Me and you, let's have a ball. Make it hot like Arkansas. Snatch the phone out the wall. Let me see that monkey paw. Tip it low, ride it slow. On the bed, on the floor. Up and down, there we go. Round and round, yeah, you know. Breathing like some animal. Find the camera, strike a pose. Girl, let's take a lot of those. When we done, take some more. I know you tired of creeping, but now you know you cheating. But you with me because you like the way that yeah is eating. You know it feels good, but we both know it's wrong. This what it is, girl. You my Mrs. Jones.
Mrs. Jones.
Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones.
I am.
Both know what's wrong, but baby, we relax and let it flow.
Whatever.
We got a thing going on, let's keep this shit.
I hear ya.
Change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones.
Mrs. Jones sounds real promiscuous. Gets around.
Today on TNT.
Okay, hell hath frozen over because Elton John and Madonna have married back.
Yeah, that's a big deal, I guess. I don't know. I'm curious about these tough guy Gen Xers that are just complete douchebags, if they'll ever have any sympathy, because it seems like as life's beginning to end for the boomers, it seems like they're starting to get a little humble.
Madonna went to SNL and watched Elton John perform, and they reunited backstage with a photo.
Is this guy okay?
A little backstory on their feud. It started in 2002 with Madonna's Bond song, Die Another Day, where Elton John was very critical of it. And then in 2004, Madonna was up for an award for
I like those songs.
Best live performance, and Elton John said, "Since when is lip syncing live performing?"
Jessica Simpson has just endorsed her favorite beverage, snake sperm.
Just really
hell yeah.
There's Ruth Road. I'm just a great singer when I have snake sperm.
All right. Boy, I mean, is this a thing?
It helps your voice.
Who figured this out?
How many did they get wrong before they found snake was the one that worked?
Like, oh God, the hippo doesn't work at all.
Oh my God, that's making me laugh.
Caitlin Bristow, the ex-bachelorette, is very
She just looks like just a terrible person.
angry at her ex, Jason, because he...
Of course she's angry at her ex. She's a bitter woman. And guys out there, bitter women are not it, man. I'm not trying to be rude, but like if you're, dating someone and they're talking about their exes over and over and they're bitter, get the hell out of there.
He's done something horrible.
Yeah.
So when they were together, she said, "I want to name my future baby Teddy." And he was like, on board. They break up. He got a new dog. Guess what he named it? Teddy.
Hell yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, that happens all the time with women doing it. But when a man does it, oh, he's a villain.
So John Stamos emceed an event at Mar-a-Lago, and
yeah, all the liberals were so mad at him. I bet that paid good money, and he probably got laid.
And then social media just dragged him. He said, look, this was a nonpartisan event. It's a political event. When you go to Mar-a-Lago, it's political.
Well, this is an interesting week on another front because Bill Maher's going to talk about his dinner with Trump on Friday night.
Whatever. Not the pretentious douchey dinner. Bill Maher. Trump.
Do you know about the dinner? I'm not getting into it, but no.
I don't care. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. Andrew Tate. says, he held a gun to my, or one of the victims says, he held a gun to my head. That is not good. Two of the women allegedly dated Tate in 2013 and 14, and other two say they worked for his webcam business, with three of them reportedly going to cops years ago before the case was dropped in 2019. He allegedly grabbed her by the throat once and pinned her to a wall after pointing a gun at her. She also accused Tate of assaulting her in a hotel and then raping her within 2 months. I'm waiting to hear like a story about Andrew Tate where it's like, oh yeah, he's a good guy, because it just seems to be all bad. Russell Brand, no speech for you. Florida College cancels weekend speaking event. He was going to be speaking at the college, and is going to be on free speech, civil discourse, and fearless dialogue. Wow, really freaking edgy. That's what my old former high school classmate Charlie Kirk does. He's so freaking famous now, and that dude, I don't know how to explain it. He was good on the debate team, and but I'm yawning thinking about it literally because he was so boring. I'm not into that whole Republican hate thing. It's not really my favorite thing. Not something I seek out. What do we have right here on Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe?
Happy Hot Topic.
Harvey Weinstein is calling out the New York Times.
Yeah, it just seems like the New York Times writes a lot of hit pieces. Even if it's warranted or not, it seems like that's how they go viral.
Amid Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively's ongoing legal dispute, the disgraced Hollywood executive is reflecting on his own expose by the newspaper and its role in breaking the hashtag #MeToo workplace harassment movement in the late 2010s. In a statement to E! News April 9th, Harvey applauds the It Ends With Us director for filing a $250 million defamation case against the New York Times, saying, "Watching Justin Baldoni take legal action against the New York Times and its reporters, accusing them of manipulating communications and ignoring evidence that countered Ms. Lively's claims, hit me hard." The 73-year-old, whose
God, he looks every bit like he's 73.
decades of alleged sexual assault was detailed in an expose by the outlet, continues, "It brought back everything I experienced when the Times reported on me in 2017. They did the same thing, cherry-picked what fit their story and ignored critical context and facts that could have challenged the narrative." Harvey then admits that he regrets not taking legal action, explaining, "I should have stood up and fought back then. I should have had the courage to speak out against the way the truth was twisted. That failure still haunts me." However, the Miramax co-founder, who's currently in custody at Rikers Island as he awaits retrial for his New York sexual assault and rape case, reveals he'll be keeping an eye on Blake and Justin's legal battle.
Yeah, that's one thing you never want to hear. You never want to hear anything associated with him going, "Oh yeah, I'm keeping an eye on you." If you find out that Harvey Weinstein's keeping an eye on you, run, Forrest, run!
Happy Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Something beautiful right here. Something epic. This official. Matthias, let's make it. Look, being
being a nice guy. I leave that to them dudes that shoot hoops. I'd rather roll through in a new coupe with chicks that get 200 to do shoots. Rolling a shooby doobie while we listen to smooth grooves. Dude, I tried to told you I'm hot like magma and keep a mirror. I'm stashed up in the Dodge Magnum near the stash of the Magnums. Never know which one I'ma use. Right there I got a couple people confused. Cause I never lose, cause I never snooze. Pop shit then I pop this shit knock you out of your shoes. I shut down crews and rock tailor-made suits and Louis shoes. It's hard to do what I do. Son like Evil Knievel, keep a watch face see-through. I do this for my people selling through they screen though. My mom said I was a walking felony cause I kept 16s in the closet like Kelly. Shot with the sellers. Ain't rockin' at them chickens, ain't rockin' at them pigs, ain't searching at them birds, ain't chirping. I'ma hurt 'em up, hurt 'em up, hurt 'em up, hurt 'em up. I'm a hustler for every day. My dogs ain't rockin' at them chickens, ain't rockin' at them pigs, ain't searching at them birds, ain't chirping. I'ma hurt 'em up, hurt 'em up, hurt 'em up, hurt 'em up. I'm a hustler for every day. Nah, dog, I'm not a mad rapper. I'm a disgruntled MC and I teach you dudes about tussling with me. Truth is, I hate these marks. I should pull this jammy and spark and leave these rappers handicap park. And when you see your boy out, bow down or kiss the ring. With a clue about myself, I ain't worried about a thing. This is Shot City, man. Where the f you from? And your chick can't go if she ain't gobbling. My partner Supreme told me flows hard on these monkeys. I hit Pro Gems and told them make my wrist chunky. Chain hung like donkey. And for them dudes who want it nickname beautiful, keep them brass on me. Homie, I'm funky like leg shots to let you know that I'm serious. When the blocks get hot, I'm in the streets bare chested. I got money invested, easy tested. My dogs ain't rockin' at them chickens, ain't rockin' at them pigs, ain't searching at them birds, ain't chirping. I'ma hurt 'em up, hurt 'em up, hurt 'em up, hurt 'em up. I'm a hustler for every day. My dogs ain't rockin' at them chickens, ain't rockin' at them pigs, ain't searching at them birds, ain't chirping. I'ma hurt 'em up, hurt 'em up. You see us in this motherfucker.
This ain't the young and restless. You could say the drama like support boy. Put your life on pause like a comma. When you cutting corners and you stacking money, against turn comedians, man, they get to acting funny. I know the MCs, the real MCs, came on same groove, made them was shopping with me. Get a pumpkin head in front of your little daughter. You a broke pop machine, get you out of order. I'ma come and get you. Don't make me hit you for shells like a snail or an armadillo. Watch the blue lights with the blue film, slice it, make them look like he got gills. This ain't artificial, made a real, throw him in Lake Michigan and hope the nigga can't swim. And if he can't, I guess he won't live. Giving names, get your change, he ain't hate a bill. That's nothing, Charlie. Let's go. I am the Grammy.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Hi. How the hell are you? This is Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you. And don't think I forgot about you. This following segment has been brought to you by DZ Beezy Honey at dzbzhoney.com. When I tell you it's the best Delta 8 CBD honey around, I'm a man of my words. It comes in the form of a lollipop. Like the lollipop, the wrapper, a honey stick, or a jar of honey. However the hell you want to get high, go to dzbzhoney.com and at checkout use promo code Hoppe.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour.
94.1, the afternoon diva. Shout out my guy Ryan Hoppe. Make sure you tune in to Hoppy Hour, the best 60 minutes of your life.
Hey, this is Meredith from O and the Freak Show on Wild 94.1 in Tampa Bay, and you're listening to Hoppy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
You could be doing anything else right now, but you're here with Hoppy Hour with Ryan Hoppe. We applaud your questionable life choices.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the land. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Wake up, it's Happy Hour with Ryan on the dial.
That's me.
Start your morning right, let's chat for a while. Sex talk and gossip hits us like a tidal wave. Your daily dose of madness is what you crave.
I got it.
Celebrity news gets you up to speed. Who's hot, who's not, the latest feed. Dating drama spilling every single day. Tune in, stay woke, don't miss the play. Happy Hour got you hooked first thing. Ryan
856-49 Hoppy. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio. You can always email me, ryanhoppyradio@gmail.com.
Takes you there. No topic too bold.
Happy Hot Topic.
Teddy Mellencamp says her dad, John Mellencamp, is planning her burial amid her cancer battle.
It is weird that, like, she's facing stage 4 cancer, and I don't know, this is going to sound very strange, but it's like, I feel like whenever a pretty girl is dying, it's weird, because we just always put pretty girls on pedestals, and it's like, she's another morbid human being. It's a weird thing, because I feel like a lot of times, if someone else is facing stage 4 cancer, it's like, whatever. But with her, it's like, oh, and I'm not saying we shouldn't be sad, but it's just kind of funny. But another thing is, like, it's just so weird to think that there's going to be a time, it could be in 5 seconds. This could be the last 5 seconds of your life, of you listening to my voice. But there's going to be a day we're going to be dead.
The 43-year-old, who has been open about her cancer journey, is recounting a recent conversation with her father, John Mellencamp, in which she shares he's thinking about her burial. Teddy tells her friend and co-host Tamra Judge during the April 9th episode of their 2 T's in a Pod podcast, quote, "Yesterday my dad calls 11 times in a row. Finally I answer. I'm like, I'm in the bath. Let me live a little. Like, let me enjoy."
Yeah, I kind of get that. It's like, you got plenty of time to be dead. It's like, let me just kind of take this bath, you know? I'm telling you, I don't think I'm going to manifest cancer, but if I do, I'm just going to die it out. I'm not going to sit in a hospital. Let's have a more positive note. I mean, that's the problem with talking about death, is it gets all eerie. I'm getting a spam call. Hi, you're on the radio. Hello? Hi, you're on the radio. I love doing that. Those asswipes think they're like calling some person they're going to rip off, and they're actually on the radio.
He goes, "I just want to make sure you're going to be in our group family mausoleum." The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum responds by asking her dad if there would be room for her kids, saying, quote, "He's like, well, there's gonna be a top 5, and then we're gonna have little areas around it, and then that's where everyone's gonna get buried."
Yeah, it's freaking weird, man.
She goes on, mentioning that she asks her dad when she needs to decide by, adding, quote, he goes, "Well, you're doing your will right now, so you may as well put it in there."
Yeah. I have a story for you. I always think people that are like in charge of those jobs, it has to be a certain person that's willing to face death all day. I mean, I know it's a never-ending business, but seriously, like, there's kind of a weird vibe about people that like do those jobs in the way that, like, when my grandpa died in 2010, we went to this funeral home, and the funeral director was like this nerdy guy that had a crush on my aunt because my aunt's pretty, and it was funny. He was like, from what I remember, he wasn't being like overly flirty with her. because my uncle would kick her ass or whatever. Maybe. He has Chicago tough. What I'm saying is, I remember the guy was like super friendly with her, and then the word was kind of going around like, oh yeah, he liked your aunt in high school. And that was quite interesting. So it always takes a certain person to do that. You know what I mean? I don't think I could do it. The funny part about life is there's all this nonsense news, and then we die someday. And what I mean by that is you go from talking about like Teddy Mellencamp facing death to then this nonsense.
Adam Monshine is sharing his side of the story after Blake Lively accused the It Ends With Us actor, along with their co-star and director Justin Baldoni, of creating an unprofessional environment on set while shooting a birthing scene for the film. Adam spoke out denying her lawsuit's allegations.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's been just kind of running away from her. Everybody's just been like, get away from me. I think I'm breaking the record for the amount of time the running sound effect was used on a radio show. Hello, Guinness Book of World Records.
Adam, who played Dr. Dunbar in a hospital scene in the movie, tells Page Six in an interview April 8th, quote, I'm not going to speculate as to Ms. Lively's motivations for mentioning me in the complaint. Needless to say, my experience working with her is very different than the one she described in her lawsuit. In Blake's suit, which was filed back in December and obtained by E! News at the time, the Gossip Girl alum accused Justin Baldoni of making her feel uncomfortable by casting Adam in his role because he was a friend, when, quote, ordinarily a small role of this nature would be filled by a local actor. However, Adam, who has previously appeared in shows like Arrested Development and Castle, argued that the allegation was untrue and came as a surprise. He continues, quote, Ms. Lively's insinuations regarding my qualifications are offensive, as my bona fides are easily searchable online. Lastly, I was, in fact, a local hire. My wife and I are from New York and spent significant time there.
You're from New York, so that means you're an asswipe.
Such, I, like any actor accepting that contract, was required to cover my own travel and living expenses in connection with the job. Additionally, Adam denied accusations made in Blake's lawsuit that she was required to shoot a scene while nearly nude.
Whatever, Blake. You're not that freaking important. By the way, I'm going to post these pictures I see here on RyanHappyRadio.com. Martha Stewart was looking hot as hell. She took these selfies for Instagram, and my God, I know it's plastic surgery and whatever, but she looks freaking good for 83. Sit on my lap. Also on RyanHappyRadio.com, I'll have the picture on the front page. Brooke Shields hits the beach in a black and white bikini. My God. Brooke Shields, I think people know this about me. I think people already know, but I love me some older women. I love me a cougar. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Brooke Shields in a bikini. Woohoo! Martha Stewart. Love it, man. Then there's this going on, this nonsense. All right, I hear.
Happy Hot Topic.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm like, should I have looked like this at the Golden Globes? Tits out?
Kylie Jenner had some second thoughts about her fashion choice after attending the 2025 Golden Globes alongside boyfriend Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah, you kind of look like a skank.
During the season 6 finale of The Kardashians, Kris Jenner was seen picking up a phone call from her 27-year-old daughter, who asked a blunt question regarding her silver gown with a plunging neckline,
if you have to ask,
which resembled Elizabeth Hurley's Versace look from the 1989 CFDA Awards.
Whatever.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm like, should I have looked like this at the Golden Globes with my tits out?
Yes, you have
Pimp yourself out.
to wear your best dress to
She's a horrible mom.
every function you go
She's a pig.
to, no matter what. You know, it's like I tell you, if you have to wear matching lingerie.
You barely, promote yourself. So do something, is what she's pretty much saying.
Because if you're ever in an accident and you have to go to the hospital, you're going to have gorgeous lingerie on.
She is such a bad person. She kind of reminds me of Ghislaine Maxwell, the girl that was hanging around Jeffrey Epstein. You can't say Ghislaine Maxwell. You got to say Ghislaine Maxwell. What a bunch of terrible people. Yeah, never forget that mother pimped out her daughter. Oh, she did.
Kanye West is getting candid about his career.
What, that it hasn't been good since about 2015 with only a few good songs since then?
In a now deleted post on X reshared on social...
I love these people that like delete these posts. Keep it up. You don't think people screenshot it when they first see it? It's not really deleted, dummy.
In a now deleted post on X reshared on social media, the rapper gives his take on why he was never asked to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show, claiming one of the reasons is due to his feud with pop star Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that's probably a big deal. She seems like she has a lot of pull, and there are a lot of people in Hollywood that I would say are whipped. She's wearing the pants in Hollywood. Travis Kelce. Everybody. Stop whipping me. It hurts.
The deleted post reads, I was never allowed to do the Super Bowl because of 3 moments. George Bush don't care about black people.
Yeah, that was a bad moment.
The Taylor Swift movement moment, wearing a MAGA hat. E-News has reached out to Taylor's rep and the NFL.
Death taxes, which I'm doing my taxes later, waited way too long, and then having to hear that. No one cares.
For comment, but has not yet heard back. Kanye's beef with the pop star stems back to the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards, where he interrupted the singer's acceptance speech for Best Female Music Video to say that Beyonce should have won instead. The feud picked back up again in 2016 when he released his track Famous, which contained the lyrics, quote, I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? I made that famous.
I mean, he kind of did. I want to take you back for my Gen Z audience. What makes me freaking scared is that this clip I'm going to play is as old as you. Like you were either in your mom's womb or pooping your diaper when this came out. That would be like playing a clip from 1985 and 2005. I hate the math. But we have the George Bush doesn't care about black people moment. After Hurricane Katrina, they had Michael Myers, and they had Kanye West reading a teleprompter. Let's go back to that. Simpler times.
The shape of the city has changed dramatically, tragically, and perhaps irreversibly. There's now over 25 feet of water where there was once city streets and thriving neighborhoods.
I hate the way they portray us in the media.
Yeah.
We see a black family.
Michael Myers is having to keep his face normal.
It says they're looting. See a white family, it says they're looking for food. And you know that it's been 5 days because most of the people are black.
Yeah.
And even for me to complain about, I would be a hypocrite because I've tried to turn away from the TV because it's too hard to watch. I've even been shopping before even giving a donation. So now I'm calling my business manager right now to see what is the biggest amount I can give. And
man, his craziness back then was a lot more likable and less scary.
Just to imagine if I was down there and those are
Michael Myers is like, this is definitely off prompter. You got to see the video.
Those are my people down there. So anybody out there that wants to do anything that we can help with the setup, the way America is set up to help the poor, the black people, the less well off as slow as possible. I mean, this is Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us.
Here it comes.
And subtle, but in even many ways more profoundly devastating, is the lasting damage to the survivors' will to rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
Here it comes.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Please call.
And then Michael Myers, his face, say like, go to Chris Tucker. That's great.
Being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
And then like Michael Myers' eyes go back and forth, and then Chris Tucker's like,
Please call.
In the past few days.
And then they just go to Chris Tucker. I gotta do this one more time.
Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
I mean, kind of had a point though, didn't he?
Happy Hour.
HoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
This next woman is the reason why I'm heterosexual. It's Nicole Scherzinger with Cold, one of her great unreleased masterpieces. Only on Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
This time I know we're in trouble. You got me spinning in circles and wondering where did the love go. You're not the man I used to know. Can we go back to before when you had my heart in your soul? It's so bitter cold. Feels like you don't love me anymore. It's starting to show. Feels like you don't love me anymore. Mercury's reaching the new low, falling like leaves when the wind blows. How did it all change so quickly? We were the ones who were meant to be. I'm frozen, I can't let you go. I'm stuck on the same song. Do you feel anything at all? It's so bitter cold. It feels like you don't love me anymore. It's starting to show. Feels like you don't love me and it's cold. It's so bitter cold. It feels like you don't love me anymore. It's starting to show. It feels like you don't love me anymore. Just got my feet back on the ground. Ice cracks and now I'm falling down. Can't give much more 'cause you just take everything good until it breaks. You don't love me anymore. It's starting to show. It feels like you don't love me and it's cold. It's so bitter cold. It feels like you don't love me anymore. It's starting to show. It feels like you don't love me anymore. 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 Feels like you don't l
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com. When I tell you he's the best MMA trainer in all the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. 2700 22nd Street North in Hudson, St. Petersburg. Women's self-defense classes, kid classes, MMA classes, whatever the hell you need, go to amiracademy.com and tell them I sent you. This is also being brought to you by westchaseprinting.com, the best printing company in all of the Bay Area. Go to westchaseprinting.com and on that invoice, tell them I sent you. This is being brought to you by Rich Keeley, Master Barbershop at richkbarber.com, the best barber in all of the Bay Area. 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard. But you got to sign up. You can't just go, hey, Rich, can I get a haircut? No, you got to sign up at richkbarber.com. And he's at 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard. Go there and save some money. All right. We're going to come back on Happy Hour. Today, I cannot believe it. It's going to be episode 11 of the Hammer and Hank Show with Henry Oakes and Ryan Hoppe. Everyone's favorite autistic radio legend, Hammer and Hank. And I do a podcast. You can hear all episodes, HAMMERIN Hank, Hammer and Hank on Spotify. We have a playlist, and it's on all podcasting platforms under the Hoppe radio feed. I just ran out of breath. But here's the thing. We have a new episode coming out today. And along with that, we have his award-winning PSA.
Hello again. It's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right, it's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeak.org. This is Hammer and Hank, and I appreciate your kindness. People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour!
Me, Ryan, Hoppe.
It's MJ from the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM Tampa Bay, and you're listening to the Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
If being bipolar and having ADHD was a radio show, it would be Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the land. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, sure. Whatever.
Turn the radio up, it's time for thrill.
I got it.
Ryan's here with the latest spiel.
I tried.
Sex and stars and love so real. Happy Hour hits with the funky feel. Date nights crashing like a scene at dawn. It's the gossip train that you're riding on. Ryan's
I love gossip, unless it's about me.
on this throwback ride, we all belong. Happy, 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 it's the hour we crave. Ryan's got the juice and the beats that wave. Turn it up, feel the
what's going on?
Your heart behave. Tune in now, don't you misbehave. Celebs in the mix It's a hot
856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio, and you can always email me, RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com.
Ryan's got the juice and the beats that wave. Turn it up, feel the love, let your heart behave.
Nah, it's my favorite part of the show where we get life advice from my cat. Sup, Luna? How the hell are you? You good? Oh, it's good to hear. What's it like being my cat? Yeah. I'm so stoned. Do you ever get a contact high from all the smoke I smoke in my house? Allegedly. Yeah, she's out of her mind.
Happy Hot Topic.
Oh, yeah. Tyreek Hill seems like kind of a dirtbag. But that should not be breaking news to anybody. Oh, what's going on?
We turn now to the new trouble involving NFL star Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Allegations of a domestic dispute now coming to light in a police report.
If you get that mad at a woman where you attack her, you're a loser.
This morning, Miami Dolphins star wide receiver Tyreek Hill's wife says she is filing for divorce after...
Yeah, he probably cheated on you anyway.
Police say the two were involved in a domestic dispute.
Tyreek and the daughter, the subject is the husband on scene.
Police in Sunny Isles, Florida, just outside of Miami, responding Monday to a call about an assault in progress.
Subject black male wearing a white tank top.
The police report says Hill's mother-in-law called 911 after Hill threw a laptop during an argument with his wife, Keita,
What a loser.
over the couple's 5-month-old baby. Video allegedly recorded during the argument shows Hill holding his young daughter while walking on the balcony of his 35th floor apartment, then looking over the edge.
Scumbag.
Although both Hill and his wife said the argument never turned physical, police say they noticed a bruise on Keita's chest. She told them the bruise may have been formed unintentionally after Hill took the baby from her. The Dolphins releasing a statement.
That's not where it's from. Let's be honest here.
Statement saying, after conversations with Tyreek and members of his family, the police departed the residence without further incident and the case was closed.
Yeah, because he's the NFL guy. If we did that, they're not just leaving.
When we tell you to do something, you do it.
You do it.
You understand?
Hill made headlines last September, just hours before the Dolphins season opener, when he was forcibly removed from his car by police during a traffic stop.
He's just a walking criminal, man.
Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car.
That guy sounds like a douche. I bet while you're yelling at him, your wife's cheating on you. What's going on here? I said, YouTube, what's going on here?
Jillian Lawrence's brush with the law ended with gunfire. According to the Los Angeles Police Department, the true crime author who's been...
Of course a true crime author would have that happen. She's a psychopath.
Married to Weezer bassist Scott Schreiner since 2005, was struck in an officer-involved shooting April 8th. The incident happened after 2:35 p.m. when California Highway Patrol requested police backup in locating 3 hit-and-run suspects who fled into a residential area of the Eagle Rock neighborhood. Per authorities in a press release, upon securing the premises, officers noticed Jillian, who police identified by her legal name of Jillian Schreiner, in a neighboring yard armed with a handgun. Police say, quote, the officers ordered Schreiner to drop the handgun multiple times. However, she refused. Schreiner then pointed the handgun.
Yeah, she definitely needs mental health help. Let's be honest here.
And at the officers, and an officer-involved shooting occurred. The LAPD said Jillian was hit by gunfire and went inside the house. The 51-year-old was later transported to a local hospital where she was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Police said, quote, it was later determined that Schreiner was uninvolved in the hit and run and lived at the residence where she was observed.
She just looks crazy, like just that obnoxious person, probably super liberal and just like, oh, Kamala's perfect.
She was ultimately absentee booked for attempted murder with bail set for $1 million.
Not the best decision. She doesn't seem like the smartest person, even though she wears glasses because she needs to overcompensate because she wants to look smart. She may not be smart, but she wants to look it. Oh, she wants to look it.
Tune it up, the volume, dial it right. Hoppy's voice, that's the highlight.
Oh, is it?
Tampa Bay news with a twist so bold.
Oh, really?
Meridian sunshine dipped in gold. Ryan Hoppy's got the scoop with flair.
I do.
Gators on golf courses, you better beware.
Oh, really?
From Busch Gardens to that crazy traffic maze.
Yeah.
Every story's got that Florida glaze. Tampa Bay tales hot on the air. Crazy headlines we can't help but share.
Whatever.
The weird too wild, it's never stale.
I got it.
Hoppy drops the mic and sets sail.
Oh, yeah. 856-49-HOPPY. I play this when we talk about Tampa Bay news.
Manatee traffic, jams on the bay.
Yeah.
Shopping carts racing down the highway.
Whatever.
Florida man makes another debut. With Hoppy's laugh, the legend grew.
1 week after visiting Yoko's traditional Japanese restaurant in South Tampa.
Well, I came home and told my husband it was the best sushi I've ever had.
This customer is still getting over what happened next. A day later, she was sick with a gastrointestinal illness.
There is nothing worse than when you get sick from sushi. It's disgusting.
Then the next morning, I found out that 2 friends I had eaten with all got sick at the same time.
This diner, who asked to remain anonymous, posted about her experience in a private Facebook group. In the days that followed,
Was it, are we dating the same guy?
more than 60 people commented about having the same issues last week.
So people got sick Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Following calls to the health department from several customers and even the owners themselves, state investigators stopped by the restaurant Tuesday. Their report, released the next morning, doesn't indicate a cause of the illnesses, but inspectors did note that an employee was allowed to work on March 30th despite feeling sick and was
That's gross.
later sent home. It's unclear if that had an impact. This customer wanted to make sure
probably did.
The community was aware of what happened.
I have not heard of so many cases in such a short time with this one common exposure.
Whatever.
And so I just want people to stay healthy.
Thank you. I'm glad you're looking out for us. I appreciate that. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773.
Happy Hot Topic.
Have you heard from Lamar?
No, but
I haven't either. He DMs me the strangest videos. But like,
is it him with your blow-up doll?
oh my God, can you believe that blow-up doll?
Does it have real hair?
I found out about Lamar's blow-up doll, I think the same way any of us found out. It was on the internet. Not sure why that's something we are publicly talking about.
Sometimes Chloe will say things that make me freaking giggle, man.
Lamar thinks this Chloe like sex doll will be perfect because he could do whatever he wants with her sexually.
Yo, Lamar's a mentally ill dude, man. It's so sad. I loved him on the Lakers.
No word on how Chloe feels.
There's no legacy of him on the Lakers. He had game winners. Whenever Kobe would miss a jump shot, him or Pau Gasol would tip it in, or Andrew Bynum, he could hit free throws okay. He would, oh my God. He helped them win the championship in 2009 and 2010 and to make it to 3 finals. But unfortunately, he's known as the sex doll guy.
That's something we are publicly talking about. Lamar thinks this Chloe like sex doll will be perfect because he could do whatever he wants with her sexually. No word on how Chloe feels about this trip.
Can you imagine just walking through life knowing your ex has a blow-up doll?
All right, I don't need to hear from the E! News team. I'm here giving the opinion. And honestly, my opinion's a little more unfiltered and truthful. What's going on with this? A douche. A bag.
Jason Isaacs is spilling behind-the-scenes details of The White Lotus. The actor who played head of the Ratliff family gave some insight on what it was like filming at the luxury resort that also doubled as living quarters for the cast, crew, their families, and series creator Mike White. In an interview published in February, the actor tells The Guardian, quote, "It was a theater camp, but to some extent an open prison camp."
Oh, shut up. You're making millions. Shut your face, stupid elite.
You couldn't avoid one another. There are tensions and difficulties. I don't know if they spilled from on-screen to...
Whoa, welcome to work. How do you think the corporate world is, buddy?
off screen or if it would have happened anyway. He adds, quote, there were alliances that formed and broke, romances that formed and broke, friendships that formed and broke. It's a long period of time for people to be away from their family.
Wow. It's almost like you're talking about every freaking job ever. Whoa. Breaking news.
The wildness being in Thailand allows. And with all the personalities on set, Jason admits that he wasn't exempt from a little bit of the drama. He
seems like an asswipe.
Continues, quote, I can't pretend I wasn't involved in some off-screen drama.
Hell yeah, I had sex.
I was in some ways used to it, but within a couple of weeks, my wife went, some of these people are mad.
Yeah, that's another way of saying my husband cheated on me.
Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
You know for sure we ain't playing when you hear us saying it's a Queens thing, man. The access was set, we claim over hood we from. We say Queens, Queens, Queens. Now in tune with the sounds of the best niggas that ever do it and still doing it the best. This is what it sound like over in QU. The projects is haunted houses, real demons and ghouls. You shaking in your shoes, get some Henny, light a Dutch, smoking back to back bogeys. You scared to death, son? Out here is real tough. Niggas will line you up, real sharp like the barber. Get your head cut. I bang bang and boogie your blood on my hoodie. You outside stunting with your jewelry, oh goody. It's easy, man. Believe me, man. When I'm hurting the jokes, that'll ease the pain. I'm the shittiest nigga. I cut the prettiest nigga from his ear to his chin. I don't care, we was friends. Yeah, I did it back then, and I'll do it again. I catch a flashback on your jack and wait a Mac 10. Man, take that shit off. You know for sure we ain't playing when you hear us saying it's a Queens thing, man. The access was set, we claim over hood we from. We say Queens, Queens.
I don't fly like Usher, I don't make no bands. I ain't a frontin' ass coward, I don't Rick sound scam. I wish Rick and Russell was back, I miss the old Def Jam. Cause them new monkeys act like they don't know who I am. The promotion and marketing wasn't worth a damn. Now they on the balls again, cause 50 my man, it's a Queens thing, doofy. This is how we do. We rep a hood, goofy. How about you? This is L talking, not some Patron and trees. Look at the caliber of players that roll with me. Now I'm back on top where I'm supposed to be, and y'all paying the respect your niggas owe to me. Queens, nigga.
You know for sure we ain't playing when you hear us saying it's a Queens thing, man. The access was set, we claim over hood we from. We say Queens, Queens,
Queens. Queens, don't you know what it is, pop? They walk up on you, force you in the whip, barrels poked in your ribs, pop. Glare from a six shot, pills while in the hit top. Apes with a shaper from C76 block. Queens home of the gulliest goons, fuzzy the room with 50 caliber gun smoke. Mac 1 and 1 toast, back when I flung dope, slinging packs, stainless gat, pack the back of the DMC in the run coat. Play the PE logo, put in front of the gun scope. Queens hear me, boy, bring it here where they slum folks. Desi with a cartridge in, ready on your market spin. Bark from the dark, got the hands shaking like Parkinson's, feel me?
You know for sure we ain't playing when you hear us saying it's a Queens thing, man. The access was set, we claim over hood we from. We say Queens, Queens, Queens.
I see lean back, finger on the trigger, cinch on the hoopty, listening to Thriller. Mama said, Mama sa, my kusa. I got 16 shots in my Ruger. I put one in your brain, your medulla. I'm in Southside Queens with my Luger. I turn your dreams into nightmares like Kruger. But I'm not from Elm Street, I'm from Godbrew. Yeah!
You know for sure we ain't playing when you hear us saying it's a Queens thing, man. The access was set, we claim over hood we from. We say Queens, Queens, Queens.
Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. Let's go through all the sponsors right now. I never get freaking podcasts that begin their show with like 7 live reads or sponsors. I'm like, who's listening to that? If I were that sponsor, I'd be pissed off. Well, what do I know? A lot. This following segment has been brought to you by Cheeky Mouth Guards at getcheeky.com. When I tell you it's the best way to quit biting on the side of your mouth, I'm a man of my words. Getcheeky.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. Shimmerwood CBD drinks at shimmerwood.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. GetGoodFeels.com for good vibes THC drinks. Go to GetGoodFeels.com and use promo code HOPPY to save 20%. OldGlory.com for the best t-shirts around. Use promo code HOPPY to save 15%. Garden State Distillery Dirty Vodka. GardenStateDistillery.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 15%. Aspire Green Tea Drinks at AspireDrinks.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Afuera Coffee. AFUERA Coffee.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. FSDrinks.com. For the best boba around, use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Oh, you're looking for the best beef jerky? BigForkBrands.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. And finally, are you looking for a good energy bar? QuantumSquares.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. All of these are on my website, RyanHoppyRadio.com, RYANHOPPE radio.com. I would hope you know how to spell radio. Or it's in my podcast section. So whenever you listen to Happy Hour like you are right now, in the podcast description is all of that. We're going to come back on Happy Hour. Keep this party going and going. But let's hear from Hammer and Hank, which you can hear the Hammer and Hank show with Henry Oakes and Ryan Hoppe on Spotify by searching up Hammerin, HAMMERIN Hank show, and check it out on his podcast feed.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to get an education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them. Work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
Listen to me, Randy. It doesn't matter what you look like on the outside, whether you're white or black or Sasquatch even. As long as you follow your dream, no matter how crazy or against the law it is. Except for Sasquatch. If you're Sasquatch, the rules are different.
Forget it, Meatwad. I'm a circus freak. That's all I'll ever be.
Whatever.
Doors closed.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppy in the morning.
It's Happy Hour!
Me, Ryan, Hoppy.
Roxanne Wilder, and you are listening to Hoppy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hi, this is Rod Ryan from The Rod Ryan Show in Houston, Texas, and you're listening to The Hoppy Hour.
Please don't be offended. He's sorry in advance.
Hoppy Hour. Hoppy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
That's right.
The most listened to radio show on the land. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
It's time for that AI song that mispronounces my name. Oh, what's going on?
This is the theme of Hoppy Hour. The theme of Hoppy Hour. Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
With Ryan Hoppe bringing the power. Let's laugh, let's
It's Hoppy.
right now. Pop, shoe up in the tower. Silly jokes, the last will shower. Ryan's here with all the chatter. Tune in, folks, it really matters. Hoppy Hour is the thing with Ryan Hoppe. We all sing.
Hoppy.
Grab your friends and let's all swing. It's the theme of what is it? Scooby-Doo and wacky tunes. Ryan's laughter fills the room. Crazy fun and all the balloons. Hop sour brings the booze. Catch the wave and ride the fun. With Hoppy Hour we're never done. Ryan Hoppe, number one. Come and join us everyone. Hoppy Hour is the thing with
856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. And you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. By the way, Dizzy is a bitch.
Hoppy Hot Topic.
It is that time of day.
Yo. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, breaking down the scenes. NBA drama, living out the dreams. Ex-wives wilder, stories about the queens. Dropping knowledge bombs, all in on the schemes. Hoppe smooth, man, he knows it all. From scandals to the court, rise and fall. Tune in, now you'll have a ball. Hoppy Hour got that shock and awe. MJ to Kobe, legends in the game. Shaq's big presence.
Hoppy Hot Topic.
It was an emotional night for Luka Doncic's return to Dallas, and JJ Redick after the game had some jokes for Luka for only scoring 45 rather than 50 in his return.
To have the emotional resolve to then go put on that kind of performance, it's superhuman. And I think all his teammates know that too. Because I think all his teammates can empathize with what he just went through over the last couple months. And maybe some anticipation, maybe some dread, but certainly a ton of emotions about tonight.
Whatever.
And then he went and did that. It's big time. And, you know, he led us. I thought LeBron in the second half, the amount of energy that he expended on the second night of a back-to-back on both ends of the court, teach tape stuff. He led our defense again. We challenged the guys at halftime. And I had a 40-point second half. You know, we had a small little blip there to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but you won the game. And then there is this right here.
Hoppy Hot Topic.
Of course, Luka's return to Dallas overshadowed everything, but it was also Anthony Davis's first game versus the Lakers. He didn't play the last time they faced off. And here's what LeBron James had to say about the emotions and the feeling of facing his former teammate.
Different. You know, obviously we had our own emotions built into it. You know, so it was just different. I think it was the first time we played together since 19, I believe. You know, when he was in New Orleans, my second year. Well, I don't know. I've been here for a minute now, but just different, man. And you know, it's definitely I ain't got comfortable yet with him being on the other side. You know, for sure.
When we walked by the locker room, we heard a lot of celebration. What was the celebration like when Luka came back in the locker room after this performance tonight?
Are there kids in that locker room?
Like I just said, we've been here for him in whatever shape, any capacity we could be tonight, man.
All right, so there's that. I'm trying to play enough of the clip without completely boring my audience.
Happy Hot Topic!
Because I'm an only child and I do this show for me.
Just 2 years after winning the championship and 3 games before the playoffs started, the Denver Nuggets decided to fire their head coach Michael Malone and
Can you believe that was 2 years ago that the Nuggets won? Think about it. 2023 feels like it was 6 months ago.
GM as well, and here's what Nikola Jokic had to say about that.
How do you feel like the decisions that were made yesterday could spark this team to get you off on a run here?
I mean, if you know, when someone wants to wake somebody up or change energy, that's probably what they do. In my country, if someone gets fired, your word is probably you're the next. So I think it's definitely changed something, and they get the reaction what they wanted probably.
Nicole, how long is it going to take to get over the shock of Malone getting fired?
I mean, I think in this business you need to, just because playoffs are so right there, and we have 2 important games, so I think it needs to be quick, really quick.
David was talking about how the vibe wasn't right before. How does the vibe feel different now that Malone's
gone? I mean, definitely changed, like I said. I mean, if you want to change something, that's how we do it, and the owner wanted to do it, so it happens.
What did Josh tell you guys when he spoke to you?
I'm not going to say it.
Is that dude crying? What the hell? So there's that. There's Hoppy's Hoops today's on Hoppy Hour with Ryan Hoppy. You could party on music.
Welcome to TMZ Live. Harvey Levin here.
Charles here.
So Michelle Obama has finally addressed those nagging divorce rumors that really circulated after she missed Jimmy Carter's funeral. Missed the
that was classless.
Inauguration of.
Maybe the inauguration is one thing, but to not be a Jimmy Carter's thing, that's a douchebag move.
Donald Trump. You can understand the latter, the former, a little more mysterious.
And then, but there was more than that also, that there were several times
going out to dinner.
The president was seen out at dinner by himself.
And sometimes with the 2 daughters, but not Michelle.
Sometimes with the daughters, not with Michelle. And so the rumors have been nagging. She finally addressed it on Sophia Bush's podcast and says that their marriage is okay, but she has made some very personal decisions, and she doesn't care what you think.
I've been around a lot of business relationships, like people in radio that have awful marriages, and it's just a business relationship. You sleep in separate wings in houses, you don't get along, and you just stay together for the kids.
I get to look at my calendar, which I did this year. It was a real big example of me, myself, looking at something that
she just seems insufferable.
I was supposed to do.
Shut up.
Without naming names. And I chose to do what was best for
It's like that stuff like not naming names. Like, then you're just being a passive-aggressive bitch.
Me. The interesting thing is that when I say no, for the most part, people are like, I get it. And I'm okay. Right? And that's the thing that we, as women, I think we struggle with, like, disappointing people.
Yeah.
I mean, so much so that...
Like when you probably had dry spells with Obama.
This year, people were...
she could, because she said she goes to bed at like 6. She could just go 8 months without even kissing him.
They couldn't even fathom that I was making a choice for myself, that they had to assume that my husband and I are divorcing. This couldn't be a grown woman just making a set of decisions for herself.
I mean, it's not a bad point, unfortunately.
Right. But that's what society does to us.
All right. Come here. Maybe society does it because it's like you just need to grow up a little bit. I don't care that you're in your 60s. You just walk around thinking you're God's gift to the earth, and we all should be grateful to be on the same planet as Michelle Obama. I got 2 words for you. Shut up.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppy in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com. Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Sagittarius birthday November 27. Do it like that until I end up in money heaven. They be thinking they be flaming and torching them with the bullshit they handing out. So the twist to make a wishing. Blow the candles out. Blow the candles out. Blow the candles out. Sagittarius birthday November 27. Do it like that until I end up in money heaven. They be thinking they be flaming and torching them with the bullshit they handing out. So the twist to make a wishing. Blow the candles out. Pull an all white phantom out. I'ma get them with the pants and the shirt and the shoes and the hat with the shades and the chain and the watch is the reason I be standing now. That's where ice and spin that cake while I lick the icing off the cake. It's twist the B-Day, y'all. Come on, everybody, with the twist, celebrate me. Do it like my birthday. Do it like my birthday. Do it like my birthday. All day. Do it like your birthday. Do it like your birthday. Baby, yo, let someone hound dog. And them awesome troublemakers don't have them around, y'all. Whenever we in the club, we show love to all the haters. Standing up with my shit, the spice like a gladiator. Yes, I'm the gladiator. That's the gator. What's the interlude now? I'm ready to later. We the birds in the streets playing. Don't watch me, better watch my feet. To the tragic out, under her umbrella. Ella, hey, I'm Manila. When I get done, she gon' bring me my cheddar. This just the beginning, it only gets better. Now where my hat, now where my shirt. You never do it like the last day on earth. And if you really want to spill on the deal, you sound like a mug. Yeah, slide in the mug. Do it like my birthday. Do it like my birthday. Do it. It's going down. Do it like my birthday. Do it like my birthday.
Just get my nails did, just get my hair done. Just got this bad new Gucci bag matching Gucci pump. Shoes matching the belt, skirt matching the blouse, chain matching the ring. Yeah, I'm doing my thing. Y'all got so many haters, why is so many hating? Sick like a mental patient, I floss like a dentist patient. This shit testing my patience, sick and working my nerve. I'm getting spending that money like the first and the third.
Long gay skin blowing, cushion the winds, it's like yeah, popping no tags, the beavers busting the fag. I'm with it when I'm going hard to get a gone mad top. Models all around me, so I'm buying up the bar. I'm a hood star and I'm partying like a rock star. Only at my pick game, meaning you can't upgrade me, mommy. I'm the guap king, like do it like my, do it like my, do it like my, do it like my, do it like my birthday. Every day, do it like my birthday. Do it like my birthday. You did. That's what we say around here. Booked out. Bling with the fresh gear. Cock snake skin, buck 50 hat. Candy paint, old school, rolling around on 4 flats. Hit the liquor store, mix the Remy with the drum. Rolling on the 94, looking for them sexy. Oh, I'm calling my Kelly cause I'm a flirt. Fucking VIP, Don Watch, got I do it like my birthday, I do it like it hurts. Hey, watching these bad bitches do it in the worst way. I'm a winner, mama, I am in the first place. Catch me on the dance floor throwing at my birthplace. I'm an animal, I woke up on a Monday. And subsequently I ain't go to sleep till it was Thursday. Just a shot of Patron and blow a birthday. Get up with a bitch, you can take her home on the first day. Burger King, mama, you can have it your way. Or I can bring another bitch and y'all can do it her way. Hotel room, do not disturb way. That's how I'ma do it when I do it like my birthday.
Oh yeah, that was Master T with Do It Like My Birthday.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour.
Hey,
radio listener. It's Kevin Klein from Klein Alley Show on 106.7 K-Rock in Los Angeles. Perhaps you've never heard of us. Maybe you have, but who cares? You're listening to Hoppe Hour with my boy, Ryan Hoppe. Good guy, way too tall. Definitely a product of incest.
There is no nepotism here. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the land. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
What up?
6'9" giant broadcasting in the Bay. St. Pete streets vibing. Luna rules the stay. Mike in his grip like a scepter he reigns. Hoppe Hour blazing. Sparks inside the brain. Turn the dial, it's the Hoppe vibe. Big talk, wild topics, he's letting words collide. Dayton heat rises, love stories ain't tame. Celebs in the blast zone, he's naming names.
856-49 Hoppe. It's 856-494-6773. I just made this song like 5 seconds ago.
Cat Loon is the queen, Ryan's kingdom tight. Rolling through the city, casting all night light. Dayton takes in laughter, drama gets aired. He flips the script on fame, crowds, truth is bared. Ain't Pete bound, waves crash like his flow. Towering high, yeah, the dude steals the show. 6'9" stomp, shaking up the scene. Radio renegade, tuned to the moon.
Alright, we got our last segment of the day. And then later on the same podcast feed, I will have episode 11 of the Hammer and Hank Show.
Yeah.
All right, enough of that. All right, so there is this thing called the Dabbleverse. It's led off of Stuttering John Melendez, who worked on the Howard Stern Show, who I've actually met before and kind of hung out with at Side Splitters Comedy Club about 9 years ago. And he's a good dude, a little alcoholic, a little bit of a deadbeat dad, but whatever. I wouldn't want to be friends with him, but I respect that, like back in the day when he worked for Howard Stern, that he was able to, have the guts to go up to celebrities and make fun of them, even if he wasn't the one that wrote the questions. But all these online podcasts, Shuley, this nerd who used to work with Howard Stern, then those scumbags who are these podcasts led by this douchebag named Carl up in Rochester, and I kind of got into a war with them in September and blah, 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 and they were talking about me, and it just pretty much put me more on the map. It got me more listens, so thank you. You're quite welcome. So John Melendez, this guy in his Dabbleverse of all these stupid comedians and podcasters, he got pulled over recently, and on one of the Dabbleverse Reddit pages, the audio was here, and I guess he had expired tags. There's the cop walking up.
Officer Care with Cape Coral Police. We pulled over your tag expired 6 months ago.
Yeah,
Any reason
from California? I gotta go to the DMV.
I gotta go to the DMV.
I just got my Florida driver's license.
Florida, I got that New York accent. One of the stupid New Yorkers that moved here.
Okay, so 6 months ago, any reason why we didn't renew it?
Yeah.
Oh, I just got here. I was in California.
You don't think that transfers, dummy?
Sir, so listen to me.
Yeah.
Back in April, when you were in California, why didn't you renew your registration?
I wasn't asked to yet.
That's narcissists. They think they can break the rules because the whole world revolves around Stuttering John. And I don't usually talk about him because it's low brow humor, and all the online podcasters that do think they're better than him, but they're all in the same universe. But I had to just talk about this. This is hilarious.
I didn't get a thing in the mail yet.
You don't have to.
All right, but usually I'll get
license and registration. Yeah. See your California registration.
I'm trying to see if I can add something.
There is nothing worse. So, like, what I've learned is in life, you always got to kind of have your glove compartment ready to be pulled over. You know what I mean? You got to have it clean. So if you get pulled over, you have everything ready. Because there's nothing worse. There's been times that, like, kind of when I get manic or depressed, I'll be a little messier. And, like, then you get pulled over, and then it's like, I think it's here somewhere. So that's kind of what we're seeing with Stuttering John, even though I just stuttered as well. We're seeing him having a hard time finding his stuff. There he is giving his driver's license.
2014 Toyota.
Can you imagine being a cop? I bet he like regrets pulling over John. He's like, Jesus Christ.
No, I have something. Could be in my trunk.
Why would it be in your trunk, bro? It's gonna get covered by everything that goes in your trunk. You ever put something in your trunk and then you're like, yeah, I probably shouldn't put it in there?
You're not gonna get out of the car. All right, John, I'll be back.
There he is walking back.
I'm just talking to my friend. He's a cop.
All right, sir. Who's that back?
What? No, I'm just talking to my friend. He's a cop.
So,
you know?
No, John's on the phone, I think, talking to a lawyer or something.
Alright, so this here is a citation for having an expired tag.
I bet he's a joy at the DMV too, or like the courthouse. Oh my God. You know those like mutants that you see at the like DMV that argue with people over the law? Yeah, that's definitely John.
In a couple days, it's going to be more than 6 months. Okay? Why that's significant is becomes you get pulled over twice, and it could actually become criminal. Alright? So, back when you got pulled over in April, you should have been told that your tag expired back then.
Oh, I got pulled over in April?
Yep, you got a ticket.
For what?
This is amazing.
Remember.
This is a 60-year-old man.
Do I need to put you in for a driver's read exam?
No, I just...
You don't remember? That's only 6 months ago, sir.
Yeah, I know. Well, I just moved here.
I just moved here, and the whole universe revolves around me.
Understand that, so you should remember that you just moved here.
Okay.
However, back in April, you got pulled over for doing 66 miles an hour and opposed to 50 over here on Burn Store.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So this here is a non-moving violation, okay? Yeah. So there's no points associated with this, so you need to go to the DMV now.
I know, like, I have like a 94 IQ because I took the IQ test on Rover's Morning Glory, which he stole from Jeffrey. So I'm like right in the middle of like average. I'm like that character not sure from the movie Idiocracy. But I will tell you that there's times I feel smarter than this guy. Like the confusion on his face. How do you not remember about another ticket? Dummy.
And make an appointment and get that registration transferred over to the state of Florida.
Okay. So I just take this to the DMV?
Oh, God. I don't even need to see the body cam footage of him doing this. I want to see the body cam footage of him at the DMV waiting, going, have they called Q5102 yet?
No, that's...
Or whatever the number would be.
That's a ticket.
Oh.
However, you need to bring your car down to the DMV so you get the registration transferred to the...
I've never heard a cop talk down to somebody so badly.
State of Florida.
Maybe besides George Floyd.
Okay.
Before it becomes 6 months old.
And how much is the ticket for?
So that one there's 3 ways you take care of that. Option 1 was pay the fine of $113. Option number 3 allows you to show that you fixed your registration by getting registered in Florida within the 30 days and bring it to the DMV, and then you pay a court cost is all. Or option number 5 is elected court hearing. Court cost is like...
Oh yeah, he would be the guy that would want to go to court, you know, make a big deal on this.
$10.
I'm going to represent myself.
Oh, okay. So I just got to get everything done within 30 days, then take this, and then I just have to pay.
You got to get your registration done way before then.
Yeah, so I got to go there.
Go there.
And get the registration, and then take it, and then it'll be reduced to $10.
Correct.
All right, thank you all.
All right, good luck. Drive safe. Make sure.
Good luck is the perfect way to end a conversation with him.
We do the speed limit. Speed limit is 40 miles an hour, not 55 that you were doing.
I thought it was 25 or 40.
here is 40.
Why would a neighborhood be 55, bro?
Oh, okay.
This thing, Yonkers.
So you're new. Well, not new because you've been here for at least 6 months that I know of. No. So, all right, let me talk. I just want to go. Well, you got
It's bad when a cop tells you, let me talk.
a ticket in August or in April. I know, that's why I didn't remember. So, not everyone. Listen to me, Tuck. Okay?
Such a narcissistic move. I'm just going to keep talking.
The roads are 45 miles an hour. Okay. This road and that road right over there are 40 miles an hour. Okay. There are signs all over that say 40 miles an hour. Okay? Yeah.
What I'm wondering is how the body cam footage got out there. Did this cop know who he was? Was he a Stern listener? Did somebody there in the police department have it?
45 is 45, not 55.
And he got pulled over by an undercover, so I bet he was like, what's going on? An undercover would do this?
Either. Okay. Stop signs mean stop signs. Not California rolls right on through them like you did up in Diplomat.
He's just your typical New York asswipe that comes here and has to ruin everything.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
We poppin' bottles till the sun come up. It's going down. Move your body. What it be? It's the Lucci party. Bring out the whips, let's start the shining. We poppin' bottles till the sun come up. It's going down. Move your body. What it be? It's the Lucci party. Bring out the whips, let's start the shining. We poppin' bottles till the sun come up. You niggas know this man, I drove from the door. 4 careers, $2, 20 bottles of more. Ready to blow. Ice on my wrist like snow. Stepping hard through the crowd, taking over the flow. Show them what goes, cause I'm the one that's fucking your hoe. Try it, nigga, please. That's when this ball is smoke. That's right. I'm lit. Knowing she gon' jump on the stick. Girl, get it. Yeah, still bitch. You rich niggas sick, cause we shining the shit. Diamonds and Chris, way more fly this bitch. Super Dave, I'ma start a couple grand to spit. Throwing money in the air, Luciano fair, yeah. Wrapped in head, we don't care. Local hood millionaires, we boys is rare. It's a party going on, and Dirt Dog is down. We getting money over here, throw your hands in the air. Going down, move your body. What it be? It's the Lucci party. Bring out the whips, let's start the shining. We poppin' bottles till the sun come up. It's going down, move your body. What it be? It's the Lucci party. Bring out the whips, let's start the shining. We poppin' bottles till the sun come up.
Big troll, big bottles of more, bad hoes. Bitches on the nigga dick, know a nigga hood rich. They see us in the club, we know they keep it poppin'. We got bitches in VIP with their pen drop the drinks out the drink. Bitches on the nigga job, we mug up, whole stop. We about to buy the bar, we blowin' droll like the roof on fire. We dead drunk, getting high, touching every bitch pass by. So if you here with your bitch, better get her before I get her. I don't mind spending with her, my money go get her. Me and my niggas doing it big in the back, sipping more and yak. If it's a problem, we gon' handle that. From the block to the bar, from the trap in the VIP. You smell troll smoke, you know that's me. We hit the club 100 deep, we hot strap, we heat. All my niggas in better to spin, we do it big.
It's going down, move your body. What it be? It's the Lucci party. Bring out the whips, let's start the shining. We poppin' bottles till the sun come up. It's going down, move your body. What it be? It's the Lucci party. Bring out the whips, let's start the shining. We poppin' bottles till the sun come up.
This is a Lucci party, this one here's for the G's. Head busters, the money, go get us. Reppin' New G, we beat them hard hitters. We ain't splitters, come and ball with us. Cop a bar, 5% feeling. We beat them niggas in the club, get the push and shove. Stay tough, you know them haters, we wanna fuck. Uncut, solid, low profile, mobbing like Carter. I told you we beat them niggas rock the party.
Yeah, you know we shining, baby. Luciano, quick up the party. Good weed, great goose, we keep it poppin'. The block hots, trap houses to make a profit. It's all for the love of the money, we not stopping. What it be? Got a click of niggas with me. We 50 deep, mobbed up in VIP. BBS's in my pistols and picky ring. I see you niggas eating the way we doing, I think it's going down.
It's a party over here, nigga. What it be?
We be the players of the year, nigga. Who got drove, roll that shit on up. We poppin' bottles till the sun come up. A Lucci party, baby.
It's going down.
It's a
party over here, nigga. What it be? We the players of the year, nigga. Who got Joe, roll that shit on up. We popping bottles till the sun come up. A Lucci party, baby. It's extravaganza when the click come in. Plenty Dro, more Chris, and 2 liters of here. We got it again. Fresh gear, I'm always in. Got money to spend. Big face, 100 to 10. Got rolls to burn. So many hoses, wait your turn. The ice so bright. Look like some disco lights. It's through the night. We tear down at Hollywood night. So many dollars in the ass. About to be a girl fight.
What's going down?
Tonight we at the underground. Crowded round, getting ready for the shakedown.
What it be?
It be the players of the year. It's a party over here. St. Pete pioneers. Heavy starting power ballin'. We so icy over here. Luciano in this bitch. Tossing $100 bill. We used to going on. Yellow baller, crack this seal. Your dog in the club. Nigga looking like a meal.
It's going down. Move your body. What it be? It's the Lucci party. Bring out the whips. Let's start the shining. We poppin' bottles till the sun come up. It's going down. Move your body. What it be? It's the Lucci party. Bring out the whips. Let's start the shining. We poppin' bottles till the sun come up. We strong. Shit nah. Put down, put down. Get it. So fly right now. Know how to get down. Get it.
Yeah, girl, Lucci boys.
Oh yeah, that was Luciano Family. They're this band from St. Pete from 20 years ago. There's this YouTube page called Florida Boy 954 that uploads all these unlicensed songs and unreleased songs from rappers in Florida because I can't play licensed music. And that was Luciano Family with Lucci Party Remix, and it's from St. Petersburg, Florida in 05. If you have any music you want played on the show, RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com.
Happy Hour will be right back. Happy Hour will be right back. Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh yeah, this following segment has been brought to you by 2 of the best kava bars around. The first one is the Chill Room of Pinellas Park, 6709 49th Street, and that's in Pinellas Park. And also Strange Clouds of Clearwater, 2222 Main Street. Also, with my new company, Hoppy Radio LLC, if you would want to collaborate or whatever, RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com. If you are a band and you want to have your hip-hop or hard rock played on my show, no country, sorry. You can have that, but here's the thing. I can't play music that's licensed, so if it's on Spotify, Apple, or YouTube, I can't. But if you got any underground songs you haven't released and you want me to play it and then I can tell people about your main songs, RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppy in the morning.
It's Happy Hour.
Hey, what's up? This is Eddie Volkman from the Eddie and Jobo radio show, and you're listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppy.
Oh, this is April Pillifoff, and you're listening to Ryan Hoppy and Happy Hour. Hi there, this is Marge McDouche. You might remember me from the Eddie and Jobo radio show.
Hey, you're listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppy. This is Eric Zane. I don't know these 2 people, but I know they're fucking assholes. Mike Calta and Rover, suck my dick for what you did to Ryan.
Love us or hate us, you're still listening.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Hoppy in the morning.
Oh, sure.
Tune in and you'll see.
Yeah.
Ryan Hoppy's got the magic. magic.
Oh, sure.
It's live on your frequency. Happy hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppy. We'll make your morning clear. Join us for the laughter, music and good vibes.
Yeah.
Ryan's got the answers to brighten up your ride.
I got it.
Happy hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppy. We'll make your morning clear. News and jokes together. Make your mornings bright. Live with Ryan Hoppy. We're setting things just right. Happy hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppy. We'll make your morning clear.
856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhoppyradio@gmail.com. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The last segment was supposed to be my last segment, but like, you know what? YOLO.
Happy Hot Topic.
It was literally just my daughter's DNA that saved my life.
Influencer Sydney Raz is sharing how a heartbreaking tragedy may have just saved his life. The TikToker, who's amassed over 4 million followers with his viral I Didn't Know This Until My 30s series, is sharing a scary health update. Nearly 7 months after his daughter died in utero at only 26 weeks from a rare medical condition, Sydney shares in a March 28th TikTok that he and his wife underwent genetic testing to try and find out the cause of their daughter's birth defect.
I don't know if you've noticed, I usually wouldn't talk about death recently on my podcast, but like, it's a part of life.
And while the results came back negative, they did lead to a shocking diagnosis for Sydney.
But there was a deletion called ctNNA. And in very recent years, like the last 5 years, ctNNA has been linked to diffused gastric cancer. So there were no symptoms. I had no symptoms. It was literally just my daughter's DNA that saved my life.
It's sad.
We're going to turn now to the nightclub roof collapse in the Dominican Republic.
And this is sad. Although, if I were to, I don't know if I would want to die with a nightclub roof collapse, but I feel like when people die while partying, like that or sex is the way to go, unfortunately.
As authorities move to a recovery phase, Victor Kendo has the latest on that. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning, George. There's the Jet Set nightclub. Crews once again working straight through the night. This is the area where family has been waiting, praying, and hoping police call out their loved one's name. This morning, the round-the-clock operation in Santo Domingo after a roof collapsed on a crowded nightclub. Now a recovery mission. The death toll now rising to at least 218, with more than 150 others injured. It's
so sad, man.
Still too early to determine the cause of the collapse.
I'm going to guess the building wasn't great.
This video circulating online showing a merengue band performing on stage, a man pointing to the roof saying something fell.
Freaking scary, man. I'm on alert whenever I'm out in public at any events, because I'm 6'9", I can overlook the crowd. I'm like, where's the exit? Where's the creeps? Where's the women?
This happened. Members of that band killed.
That's sad.
Also among the deceased, 2 former Major League Baseball players, Octavio Dotel and Tony Blanco.
Rest in peace.
Blanco, according to reports, saved one of his former teammates by pushing him out of the way of falling debris.
That's like I don't want to say the perfect way to die, but like you literally died a hero. Like, rest in peace, my man. Let me see here. Tulsi Gabbard says there's going to be more releasing on the RFK and MLK assassinations, that they're going to release more things.
We've been scanning. I've had over 100 people working around the clock to scan
the paper around RFK, Senator Robert F. Kennedy's assassination, as well as Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination.
What about the Epstein papers of, Trump going to pedophile island?
These have been sitting in boxes in storage for decades. They have
Yeah, we have a president that might have gone to pedophile island, but this is what matters. Something from a half a century ago.
never been scanned or seen before. We'll have those ready to release here within the next few days.
All right. Whatever, man.
Firefest 2 or Deja Vu?
I like how they did that.
We are back with the Fire Festival controversy. Founder Billy McFarland is insisting the massive music show will go on.
Mexican officials say the festival...
All right, so this video is 7 minutes long. I need to start, looking at the videos beforehand, but I only have so much time in a day. But yeah, it's 7 minutes of them just talking about Firefest 2. I love how people are surprised that Firefest is not real. He did it the first time.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Lea Michele is reuniting with her Glee co-stars Diana Agron and Darren Criss. It's a William...
when a hot girl is so hot, but their personality is awful that it makes them less attractive? That's Lea Michele, because she was awful to everybody on set. But at the same time, the fact that she's not the nicest person is also a turn on, because she's a freak in bed.
McKinley Glee Club reunion as Lea, Diana, and Darren reunite in New York City to celebrate Darren in his new musical, Maybe Happy Ending.
All right, we're not talking about musicals. Freaking annoying. And then there's this here. Hilary Swank looks really good for 48. Sit on my lap.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Let's go to parenting twins at 50.
A lot of people talk about bouncing back, but I call it bouncing forward because I don't want my old body anymore.
Yeah, Hilary Swank looks like that 2 years after welcoming daughter Aya and son.
I wonder how much of it's edited, though.
Now she's revealing her workout secrets, including the one thing she refuses to do again.
Boxing, $1 Million Baby. Never saw that movie, but everybody at my church liked it.
I don't do boxing anymore because when I walk into a gym, everyone's like, $1 Million Baby, come on.
That's gotta be annoying.
And I'm like, no, it was a movie and it was a long time ago. Working out.
That's called a first world problem, though.
For me is really lifting 2 25-pound babies.
Whatever.
It's a squat workout. It's an arm workout.
All right, so you like to work out. When people talk about working out all day, unfortunately, that means that's all they have when it comes to their personality. If everything is, oh my God, my workout today, I do, it's like, do you have anything else? All right. This next segment will be the last segment. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. This show is for the hardworking average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K. As long as you're listening, that's all that matters. We will be right back on Happy Hour, and we're going to wrap this puppy up after this.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
La 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 la.
You did let me go, listening to your amigo. Can't believe your mind so controllable like a Nintendo. And the honey, boy, you bumble. Harmonious was our stumble. Don't mean to sound less than humble. but you sure did a combo. And it had to hurt just some kind of way. Probably hurts to lose not knowing you've been played. Probably brings you down to find you should have stayed. Boy, you should have stayed. We went to the cinemas, shared popcorn and soda. Felt right with you on my side. From letters or ticket stubs to long kisses right before bedtime, to finding out you found another love all over neighborhood headlines. And it sure hurt me some kind of way. And it hurts to lose not knowing I've been played. Brings it down to know you should have stayed. Boy, you should have stayed. Didn't know. I can't believe what they told. Must have been somebody getting over. Hey, how can love save the day? Hey, you let the wrong one get away. Better watch who your friends are. Go back. I just don't know. Well, here goes nothing. See, oh, what should I do? Don't give him a chance. Oh, what should I do? I don't think you should chance it. Don't give him a chance. 'Cause if you give him a chance, he might take you for granted. I know we make mistakes and people want not perfect, babe. If my heart is something you wanted, you would have never heard it, babe. Just try next time. Consider other people's feelings. And if you heed these lines, there'll be no reason you didn't know. I can't believe what they told. Must have been somebody getting over. Hey, how can love save the day?
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour!
Me, Ryan, Hoppe.
Hey man, it's Kid Chris.
Hey, what's up? It is Kevin Ralston, host of the KVJ Show, and you are listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, what's going on? It's Virginia from the KVJ Show at 97.9 WRMF, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, what's up? This is Thor from the show on Rock 105.3 in San Diego, and you're listening to the Hoppe Hour.
Listening to Hoppe Hour may cause sudden bursts of laughter in public.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
6'9" giant broadcasting in the bay. St. Pete streets vibing, Luna rules the stay. Mike in his grip like a scepter, he reigns. Happy hour blazing, sparks inside the brain. Turn the dial, it's the Hoppy vibe. Big talk, wild topics, he's letting words collide. Dating heat rises, love stories ain't tame. Celebs in the blast zone, he's naming names. Cat Luna's the queen, Ryan's kingdom tight. Rolling through the city.
856-49 Hoppy. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com. These AI songs are crazy, bro.
Taking up the scene, radio.
But if you think about it, Cher used auto-tune with Believe, and then T-Pain used auto-tune, so computers have always been kind of around.
The former First Lady, unfiltered Michelle Obama, now slamming speculation her marriage is in trouble during a new
Yeah, if you're having to slam it, it's probably a little true.
podcast with Sophia Bush.
This year, people were, they couldn't even fathom that I was making a choice for myself, that they had to assume that my husband and I are divorcing.
Yeah, she sounds a little defensive. Now they're not going to divorce just to spite us.
This couldn't be a grown woman just making a set of decisions for herself, right?
Right. A visible presence on the campaign trail last year, Obama was a no-show at this year's inauguration and at former President Carter's funeral.
Yeah, that was the classless move. Not going to the inauguration, I get it. She doesn't like Trump, and Trump has said pretty stupid things about her. But to not go to Jimmy Carter's funeral is pretty classless.
Fueling rumors of divorce. Without mentioning those events, she now says she feels new freedom to say no, choosing to consider what's best for her rather than what others want from her.
Narcissism.
We start actually finally going, what am I doing? Who am I doing this for?
She's having an end-of-life crisis.
And if it doesn't fit into the sort of stereotype of what people think we should do, then it gets labeled as something negative and horrible.
Well, you are a pretty negative person.
The Obamas, married 32 years, haven't been shy about sharing details of their relationship.
Yeah, I think the liberal media is just being nice and saying they're doing okay. But I think it's a loveless marriage. I think she's mad at him for running. I think she didn't expect to be first lady. I think she deals with a lot of hatred from racists and MAGA.
Michelle Obama, candid about couples counseling in her memoir. And
can you imagine couples counseling with those two maniacs?
Acknowledging the tricky time when their daughters were younger.
It's like there were 10 years when I couldn't stand my husband. Say that.
I'm sure he felt the same way, honey. You're not innocent. Man, he picked a bad apple, didn't he?
Dial turns, hit the frequency blasting. Hoppy's on air, every topic amassing. Layoffs drop, careers get severed. Industries.
It's time for a new segment called Radio News.
Happy hour vibe, static slips the scheme. Radio world, the truth and the dream. Rumbucks have climbed, contracts get signed. Station after station, the gossip align.
I have some opinions. I'm not going to be talking about something with Calter or Rover.
Careers hit the ocean, new suits.
Then again, I am kind of talking about it with this next headline of someone I used to work with.
From boardrooms to late night spins, deals under.
All right, I saw this here. This is up in Boston. WZLX launches the Chuck Nowlin Morning Show. And I guess Chuck Nowlin has been doing afternoons for 30 years, and he's a legend up in Boston. And I was looking at it, and it said they will be joined by Danielle Murr, who is great in radio. I saw that Chris Tyler was doing it. It's like, where have I heard the name Chris Tyler? And I was like, oh yeah, I worked with him. He was my boss in Cleveland under the name Ballrag. I was like, you'll always be a Ballrag.
TikTok, clocks and juke, we're playing cruel pranks. Hoppy's hour almost done, feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppy on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Phone lines buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Ear Eardrums mixing hoppy like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shout-outs hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the happy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Phone lines buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing hoppy like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shout-outs hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the happy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Fusion every night like clockwork to a show. Now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Riot Hoppy held the mic with humor so divine. The void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speakers, silent vibe but coming to an end like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppy jokes and jabs, these our daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the happy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The happy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Happy hour is now over.
Happy hour is now over.
Game over.
This concludes our broadcast day. Good night, and God bless America.
Doors closing.
Dizzy is a bitch.